listening to Rat Rolls, a Fallout Tabletop podcast. Let's go! We're not playing games! We're not playing games!
You all arrive at this giant, essentially, it looks like a cooling tower in the distance. It has a number of different, like, weird rods sticking out of the cooling tower. They look unnatural to what's actually going on there. And there's kind of these three red buildings that surround it, just three that kind of surround that particular cooling tower. It's a small facility that's not like a giant power plant. It is a small one. But there are the three red buildings. There's only doors on the front one, but they connect together behind them. Are you all just going to go in the door? Or are you just going to kind of look around?
Are there
What's
any
the game plan?
Are there any signs on any of the buildings?
It's kind of all been worn away, I guess. It's almost like it's burned off the sides of it from the amount of wear and tear that it's had, because this area does look like legitimately lightning strikes here once every 5 minutes. Like,
okay,
it's constantly burned up everywhere, just like Wile E. Coyote dead.
We should definitely
We should just get inside.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah. So you all enter this like open kind of receiving area. It's got a number of different kind of utility cars hanging around there that are able to lift up. Above it is actually a control station that has a number of different it seems like computers and a viewing screen of some sort. What are you all interested in this first area? There's also two doors on the sides for the other two buildings as well. Excuse me.
Does this look like anything I've ever seen before?
Do an endurance plus survival, maybe. No, not endurance plus survival. Don't do that. Do an intelligence plus survival. For difficulty 1, I would say.
Okay. Oh, I got
4 successes. Nice. So that's you got it.
I am in my happy place.
Yeah, you recognize this as a small, like, this is a typical power plant. You understand the layout of it. So this is a small receiving area. Above it is the mainframe, which oversees the reactor and the cooling tower around it. The other two areas generally are the locker room for the people that work there, and the actual like machinery and repair area that's beyond it. You know that the actual reactor for like to get into the reactor when it's live is a difficult and really dangerous thing because of the amount of electricity and radiation that is kind of coursing through that area.
Yeah, so that's the danger zone. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, radiation. I mean, I know, Abel, you're not a big fan of the electricity, but if we go find you some like insulating stuff in the locker room, are you down?
Yeah, we can find a rubber electric like a grounding suit to keep.
If it's gotta be me, it's gotta be me.
Well, I'll tell you guys what. Why don't you guys check out the locker room, and Punchy, why don't we try and clear up some of that fog you have on your headpiece there?
Yeah, try and clear his eye up a little bit. It's not a bad idea.
You gonna tinker with my eyeball?
Yeah, we'll tinker with your eyeball. Find some solvent or something. I don't know. How do you fix this thing? Well, we'll figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be able to just take some toothpaste and like rub it on there and get some of the scratches out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll head to the maintenance room.
Okay, so Frankie and Punchy are headed to maintenance. Abel, you're going to the locker room, right?
I guess.
Do whatever you want. And then Hazel, what are you doing?
So I'm here at the computer terminal, and I have the quote-unquote blueprints of how to hook the body up to get it struck with lightning, right?
Yeah, you start searching through this computer to figure out like how to turn it on, and effectively it requires somebody to go into the reactor itself and turn it on. The only problem is that when you turn it on, it shows them trying to go in there and turn it on in this video, but every time they turn it on, people seem to die, and you will actually need some sort of, it looks like a utility type of power armor to be able to withstand the blast that will ensue from the generator itself.
All right, I want to see if I can find out where that protective power armor for working in the core, where it's located, because I'm sure it's in like a storage closet or a hazmat like storage locker or something.
Yeah, can you do science plus, we'll do intelligence plus science for difficulty 2 to kind of like get more information out of this computer. Kind of, you're doing this is a hack. Get your passwords out. Okay,
so I've got one. I want to see if I can push this to get 2. So let me see.
So you want to spend a luck point to re-roll?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. All right. I'm going to re-roll one of these.
Cool.
And it was 0 successes, so I only got a partial. I only got 1.
No, you managed to just you're spending time just kind of reviewing these records on and looking through personnel files in the computer. Meanwhile, Abel, what are you up to?
So someone had mentioned the locker
room.
Right? Yeah, someone had mentioned locker room, and then nobody went to the locker room. So I'm assuming, like, I guess I'll go to the locker room.
Yeah, so you enter this locker room, and there's 3 kind of aisles, each with the benches on them, and then the sturdy lockers across the door frame. There's kind of like sinks at the front of the area. There's a number of different safety signs that are on the wall that's like arc flash, like make sure you're wearing proper protection, and, you know, days without incident, and it's like 99999. Like the normal, the OSHA regulations are pasted upon the bulletin board. The various company safety policies are also. Could you tell I work in utilities? The locker room looks. Some of the lockers are open, some of them are closed, but they're all they're not like see-through. You can't see what's in there. So there's effectively, I would say, 6 different lockers there that are available to be opened and searched through, that you could do if you wanted to.
Okay. Now, any of these like warning posters, especially the one like beware of arc flashes, like, are there any cartoony pictures of someone like what to do? Like the what not to do is probably someone wearing regular work clothes and being electrified and whatever, and maybe the work poster has what to do. If there's anything like that, what are they wearing?
Yeah, it looks like that there is like a person with a utility style. I'm thinking like excavator Fallout 76. It's kind of vibe, like not a military grade power armor, but like something that's very utility, where they are full up electrified and have their thumbs up, and then the other person is just wearing a lab coat and is like their brains are kind of like frying.
That awesome prototype yellow color.
Yeah.
So I'm using this as my one source of truth. It seems like I'm looking for something large and mechanical and might not exist in one of these like locker room style lockers.
Yes.
So as enticing as those 6 lockers and what might be inside them may be, I'm looking for power armor apparently. So I'm looking for something big and overt.
Okay. In the locker room? Is that what you're?
That's where I'm. That's where I'm at. So yeah,
there's nothing there that would resemble. There's nothing in there for power armor. There's no power armor in the locker. I just sweep of the area. I just scan of the area. your resident GM.
Okay.
No power armor in the locker room.
All right. Well, that's what I need. So I guess next is I'll let folks know.
Okay, cool.
I'll leave and I'll let folks know, because if we need to come up with a facsimile, then that's one thing. But like, it's like, hey, by the way, while you're looking, so yeah, I'm gonna step out and like, what type of sign was it? Was it a paper? Was it a metal? Was it
Metal.
painting? Metal.
Yeah, metal.
I'm just checking to see what dropped there. So we're still recording. Okay.
We're still recording. You're fine.
Okay. Welcome back. So yeah, if it's metal and it's just kind of posted to the wall, maybe I'd take it off the wall and bring it with me. As like,
Okay.
hey, and the goal is to just show this around. It's like, I think we need one of these, and pointing to like the utilitarian power armor. I don't even know if I would know enough to be able to call it like a power armor. It just looks like some type of big utility suit. Maybe I do. It's like, we need one of these.
So, okay. Yeah, so that can be your scene. Frankie and Punchy, you all enter the mechanics workshop, and there's a kind of a table in front of you with a number of different like tools, like circular saw, that kind of stuff. It looks like there's some like general like wires and gadgetry kind of hanging out here. In the corner, there's kind of like a spot where they have their piece of power armor. It's a chassis. It has the helmet on it, but the torso, but the legs and arms are all kind of goofed up. They're not. It doesn't seem like they're even sleeved in, or they're partially. Like it looks incomplete in this form. But there's a number of different kind of filing cabinets in the back as well. And what else would be in here? Pretty much any tool you would think of, power plant, they got.
Ooh, saw. You just lost a flamethrower.
Yeah, I mean, I got like a bear skull on my other hand, so I feel like I've got my close combat taken care of. But are there any? Is there any like a? Is there perhaps, as is often the case in these sort of buildings, a protectron station?
Yeah, there would be. Yeah, I would say that's something that would be common in a power plant. Yeah, there's like kind of like a protectron station. It's empty. There's nothing in there, but that cylindrical kind of tube would be in the workshop.
Don't know what to do with that information, but I'm glad it exists. Is there a terminal with the protectron station?
Yes, there is. It is locked. If you want to hack it, it's intelligence plus science for difficulty 2.
I will try that. I will use some hacking skill. Intelligence plus science.
Zero successes. That's a
night.
lock. You're locked out of the terminal. It says thank you for shopping at Robco, and it is now locked out to you.
That's stupid computers. I hate computers. Never work. They're only good for games. And that's it. That's it. And I don't play games. All right, let's look at some tools. See if there's any. We'll do search in maybe a robot repair kit, or any helpful.
Maybe they got like a riveter or something fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're looking for like repair-based items, I would say do like a perception plus science for difficulty 2. Frankie, what are you kind of like prowling around in here for? What are you looking to do?
does Frankie want in this room? I don't know.
That's 0 successes on that looking around. You got nothing, my friend. Nothing. You're like, oh, it's all gadgets and wires and gizmos and goop haws, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I came in here to help Punchy as well, so I guess I'll take a look for a repair kit. But I also kind of want to go through the. I kind of want to check out the filing cabinet too.
Okay, yeah, you can try to look for a repair kit, science plus perception for difficulty 2. For the filing cabinet, I'm going to have you do kind of like a agility plus survival for difficulty 2 because these are very old files and they're falling apart fast.
Yeah,
At 0 successes on that science perception. Do agility plus survival, yeah.
Wow. All right.
Wow. That's a 12 target. You got 0 successes on that.
I know. That's pretty bad.
All right. Yeah, you find pretty much you start going through these files and they start like dissipating in your hands. Like the paper is just like you pull it from the files and it's just like falling into ash as you're picking it up. Now I'll have Punchy run in with the sign and say, guys, look. Not Punchy, Abel. I'm missing up names tonight. I'm losing my names.
Good.
Abel,
Punchy, this
you run in.
Sucks.
Oh, hey, y'all seen one of these?
We haven't found it. Wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There's one of those in
over
the corner.
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
at least part of it.
I think that's what we need to get the electricity rolling so that it doesn't kill people.
Power armor?
This is what this is? I thought it was more like Brotherhood,
Nah,
doom, like just...
Yeah, it's a power armor. They build them for the military, but then, as was the want of industry back before the Great War, they'd use them in everyday life. They did them for, like, weird stuff, like crossing guards, park rangers had power armor for some reason. I don't know. Like, apparently instead of, like, a hazmat suit, you needed one of these to go into a nuclear reactor. I didn't know that. It's not my field. But yeah,
okay.
Part of one.
So, heart.
It's got a helmet. We need like arms and legs. There's a lot missing.
Oh.
Like if part of it's here, it might be the rest of it might be like in someone's locker. You'd think that maybe be here in the maintenance bay, but maybe there's another place. Sometimes in a garage. You would work on these like in a garage.
Okay.
We could look around.
Right. I guess I'll start looking. So we've got the main part and we've got the head part and we need the arms and the legs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ironic.
Now, are y'all sure you trust me with arms and legs today?
Yeah.
You sure that's...
You're not chopping them off any living beings. I mean, feral ghouls aren't really like living beings.
Well, they are, and in my defense, the first 3 were pretty successful, and I'm not really in a place where I want to talk about it.
Now, do you actually know how to
like,
wear one of these suits and like use it? Because I don't.
I mean, if I've got to be the one, I'll do it. Wait, I'm going to have to be the one, aren't I?
I mean,
Yeah. Maybe you don't need the whole thing. Probably just your head's the important part.
I'm going to have to be the one. Yeah, so as many parts as I can get on it would be great.
Right.
But bear in mind, we are on a bit of a time schedule. Abel, you kind of missed that part when Hazel figured out, like, that guy, Archie's brain is, like, melting right now, so we got to get a move on. So if we're going to look for the missing pieces of power armor, we got to find them quick, or, might just have to send you the helmet on.
Well, let's start looking.
Before I look for that, does it have a fusion core in it?
Yeah, for the
Okay.
sake of it does have an active fusion core in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're just looking for arms and legs. Okay.
Yeah, you're just looking for arms and legs. I'll remind you that there is a garage that you originally came up into, and kind of the control room is like in its own separate like little building, like with stairs up to it. So there's like 3 large utility trucks that are there, and there's also the locker room with the 6 lockers in it.
Do you guys want to split up for one of the 3 garages each?
Yeah.
Sure. Since we're on a time crunch.
So there's one garage with 3 vehicles in it, and then there's the locker room with 6 lockers.
All right.
I'll take
Oh,
the locker room. You guys go to the garage.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, cool. All right. Punchy, I'm going to have you're going to the locker room, you're going to inspect these lockers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So 2 of these lockers you try to open them, and you can't, like, the lock is jammed. Like, you can't even move it. And it's going to require some brute strength to open them. The other ones are all locked. And so what I'm actually going to do is, so that's 4 in total. I'm going to make that a difficulty 4. What is this? There's a lock picking skill in this game. We're going to use it. It's going to be a intelligence plus, or no, perception plus lock picking. Right? There's a lock picking skill.
Yeah,
I
perception.
should know this.
Yeah.
I've been playing this for 2.5 years, and I'm like, lock picking.
Yeah, but we never use it.
I don't feel like, it takes all the fun out of it. I want to get the little screwdriver and the bobby pin. Yeah, so difficulty 4. If you get like all 4 of those at once, you can open all 4 lockers, but it'll be like on a rolling, like you get 1 success, ding ding, one of them. It'll be rolling through there. And the other 2 are kind of jammed, so you'll need to do another roll when you're ready for that. Did you have something?
We've got AP. We've got 8 AP.
Just spend it so you get 4 die. That'd be 3 AP.
That would be 3 AP. Now you can roll 4 dice.
All right. Lock pick. 4 dice. Come on, baby.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Wow.
Bing, bang, boom. Punchy's a career criminal. He knows what he's doing.
Shit.
Yeah, you open all
Damn.
4 of these lockers, and inside of them are essentially all of the pieces that you will need to assemble the power armor. I didn't think it would be this easy, but it is. You did it. You win. You have all of the power armor pieces to assemble it. So you can gather those up. You wacky robo brain. You.
Do you do the same thing I did, where you drape the
everything's
2
coming
legs
up
over your
punchy.
shoulders and hold the 2 arms out?
Yeah, he's like gonna grab him up in his arms and roll back into the maintenance, and be like shouting like, "Hey guys, I found them! I found them all! I found them! Hey guys, come quick!
Hazel-
I found them all!"
Hazel, can you do an intelligence plus intelligence plus science for difficulty 1 for me? Because you're still looking at the
Absolutely.
computers. You're trying to run through a lot of this information.
Okay. So I am doing a intelligence plus survival. Yeah. Okay, that's a 3.
Yeah, 3. So you get 2 AP. So you get 2 AP from that, and you get a success. You look through the startup procedure of the reactor. The reactor is actually rather tall, and it shoots up through the tower. What you have to do is you have to get in power armor and activate the switches one at a time.
Okay.
When you activate these switches, the tower will essentially power up, but also if there's any static electricity around you at the top of it, you will get electrocuted. So it says reactor startups can only happen on days when it's clear, or else you'll be electrocuted when you're at the top of it. So what you have to
Okay.
do is you have to use the power armor to lock in, and then it will essentially rocket you up, and you have to hit the switches as you go up, and there's 3 of them. If you hit all 3 and you get to the top, then it's activated. If you do it when there's a lot of static electricity around, you're going to get electrocuted.
Okay, even in the armor? Whew,
I-
okay.
hard to
was it
know
clear?
that.
Especially
was
in the armor.
Yes. Was it clear when we headed into the power plant? Like when we got a view of the sky on the way here, was it clear or was it looking?
This is looking a little
over-
stormy.
yeah.
I said that on the way to the nursing home,
Damn.
Sunny Downs.
Oh, that's not great. Well, oh man. Okay. I am going to go to where I hear Punchy declaring that he has solved all the problems of the world, and have a conversation with my team members.
All right, everybody's together.
Hey, I got good news and I got bad news.
Everything is always bad news.
Okay, so the good news is it looks like with the power armor that Punchy has miraculously managed to get all the pieces for and assemble, basically we just have to fire this up. There's 3 switches that need to be tripped on the way to the top of the tower. And then once we get to the top of the tower, we should have a nice clean lightning strike to bring our newly rearmed friend here back to life. The bad news is there is a warning that says if you attempt it when it's not clear out, the ambient charge in the air will cause you to be struck by lightning also. And I'm not entirely clear if wearing this power armor will be enough to prevent that from killing us. But I don't think we have the time to sit here and let the weather clear before we try and do this, which means we're taking a chance. Whoever's
Now,
It's got to be me.
what
well, now, see, here's the thing, though.
you said you don't like lightning, and
Yeah, but I'm the
honestly,
only
this
one
is
here that survived a lightning strike. Confirmed.
barely.
And in a suit of power armor, it should be
But
fine. Should be.
I did. And the power armor, like, it's really, like, it's got to be me.
So
Just one thing to consider is
can we maybe put like a lightning rod on Punchy or something?
I don't think getting struck by lightning is
thank
good for a robot.
No, like,
Well, no,
okay,
it's-
Miss
but-
Greenglass, let's think about this. I'm a simple man, and flipping 3 switches is within my wheelhouse. So if anything complicated arises down here, it needs to be the smart ones.
I'm not all that smart, and I gotta be honest, I kind of feel bad making you do this because you just had to chop up some people. I feel like you do deserve a break.
You don't have to. If you really want to get in the power armor and do this, you can. You don't have to paint some like pity party picture for us. Like I'll do it.
So
Honestly, the big part of this is I legitimately thought you were going to die last time you got struck by lightning, and I don't think you should have to get struck by it again.
But I'll be in this. Like I'm. If it's got to be done, it's got to be done.
all right.
Okay.
So
All right.
I don't know. Okay. So I know it can't be me, which I still feel like this is more my fault than anyone's. But maybe I
No
can
one
figure out a
else
way
can
to make
operate the computer, Miss Greenglass.
All
It
right.
has to
Punchy
be
tried
you.
to log into the computer over
It
there, and it
can't
didn't
be
go well.
Punchy.
Oh, Punchy is
It
obvious.
has to be me.
Well, Punchy is definitely our power armor expert moving
Because
forward.
if it isn't the electricity, it's going to be the radiation.
Okay.
It has to be
Yeah.
me.
Okay, yeah, the radiation is a good point. Maybe
It
there's a way
has
we
to
can
be me.
negate. Maybe we can negate some of the threat. If we have a cable, maybe we can keep you. If we can ground you, or take some of the charge off of you, maybe it can cut down on the amount of lightning charge that tries to fry you on the way up. I mean, that's the whole point of having a power suit, right? That acts like a...
Miss Gringlass, this is the reason you are down here, and I'm the one getting in the armor and flipping 3 switches.
Okay. All right. I'll talk you through how to do it, but before you get in the armor, let me look it over and make sure there's nothing... I think this thing was basically designed as some kind of Faraday cage, so it would basically sort of cause the electricity to drift around you instead of through you. As long as it's put together properly, and she gives a quick nod to Punchy, in theory, most of the electricity shouldn't even ever touch you. But any flaw in the armor, and it's going to channel all of the current to that one spot, which means you have to make sure that you don't take any damage on the way up. Like not even a nick, not even a bump. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. All right. All right, let's do this.
Good luck.
Okay. Here's how. So first, you're gonna want to get into the power armor. That'll need to be repaired. So somebody will need to, like, essentially attach the pieces, and that's an intelligence plus repair for difficulty 3 to make sure that it's all good and stuff.
All right. Can't
That
either I
might
can do it or Punchy can do it. I'll assist Punchy.
What's your
are-
repair, Hazel?
My repair is not great. Intelligence
Mine's
is good.
two-
Repair is not great.
So I got repair of 2, intelligence of 7. That
Okay.
might make it
my
more.
intelligence-
You're gonna be able
is-
to put it on. It's can you put it on well?
Okay. All right. I'm going to
Let's go for
attempt.
it. If someone want
to-
Hazel, you can assist. You can do
I'm going to
yeah.
attempt
assist.
to assist.
How many
Okay, I got 1.
how many AP would you like to spend, Punchy?
What do we got?
We've got
Oh, how many
7 in the
successes
pool.
do we need?
Yeah,
You need 3 successes, and you're going to get one
Okay.
from the assist.
You have 1 from the
Okay.
assist. Yeah.
So I'll just do. I'll do some AP for. I'll roll 3 dice.
You roll 3 dice.
Feeling good.
Okay. All right.
We missed
I
last.
have faith in you, Punchy. You can do this.
Look at that.
Yes.
Nice.
Bing bang boom.
That's 3.
Yeah. You managed to kind of lock these pieces into this power armor. This power armor itself kind of has like a yellowish hue. Like a number of different pieces have that like caution tape. Looks kind of like almost like a giant crash test dummy in itself. A lot of them are rubberized around the different like gaskets. Like it looks like kind of like Robo Brain arms. Like on some of them, like they look kind of wackily insulated on pieces of the this is not a combat specific. This is not meant to withstand tank fire. It's meant to withstand large amounts of electricity. I'm not going to worry about the DR right now, but just know that
It's not relevant. We won't need DR.
You're
It won't
protected.
come up.
Okay. So yeah, you're in. You got it. You got the armor. There's its own door is kind of like in this garage area. Like you can open it up to go to the reactor, but you will be in the reactor zone once you open it up. So feel free to do as you will. All the viewing stuff is actually from the. You can view it all from the computer terminal area as well, and they, you can assist through the computer or what have you as you go.
Is there radio?
Yes.
Okay, so I assume we're going to fiddle with the 2-way to figure out how that works. And,
Yeah, you can just do that.
okay, got it. All right. Is Archie hooked up?
Where are you hooking it? How are you carrying Archie with you? Flaming awesome badass.
I mean, the power armor, depending on the strength score it's bestowing, it's probably pretty easy to just
Just
ride
kind of
across
lobbing
the
them on your
threshold.
shoulder. Like, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right, out of an
Yeah,
appreciation
probably.
for the
So
classics,
probably, I think, yeah, instead of right across the shoulder, I realize I'm going to need a hand free to flip these switches. So it's probably an unceremonious over the left shoulder, hand resting on the waist to keep him from falling off
okay,
because I
and
need a hand free.
yeah, and out of a fairly unceremonious ode to the classics, he does have a couple of screws in his neck jutting out like bolts that have little tiny wire lightning rods coming out of them, basically.
Okay, cool. I like that. I like it.
Looped around his forehead, like a piece of wire around his forehead too, because we're trying to jumpstart his brain and his heart, essentially. Get the rest working.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
I'm waiting on you all. See what you do. See
All right.
if you're ready to go to activate the situation.
Miss Greenglass, send me.
Fly me to the moon. Here we go. And I will activate the program on the computer and start the countdown for the power armor. I don't know if it's jets or a lift to send him skyward.
Okay, yeah. So, Abel, you walk into the reactor control room and you see that there is a giant switch in front of you, as well as two cables that are required to essentially plug into yourself to kind of like hoist you up the Matrix, like recording stunt style, as you go into the air to hit these. And so you know that once those are attached, that once you press the first one, that you will begin the ascent up.
Okay. I will attach this makeshift harness, and is it like one of those guillotine style like switches?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So I will switch that up. Now I've practiced switching the switch.
Okay, so you flip the switch. You're good.
Yeah, I'm hooked in. I've got a corpse on my left shoulder. My switch in hand has switched the first switch.
Okay, cool. You begin lifting up, kind of slowly as you're trying to lift a power armor into the air. It's kind of this cylinder in the middle of it all that's kind of conducting electricity off of the sides of it. The thing is, as you're going up and that first switch is kind of hit, the wind starts blowing and you start like shifting around a little bit, and then the wind gets kind of larger, and all of a sudden there's like almost like gusts. Like it seems like that maybe pieces of the siding of it are kind of like falling off and coming towards you. And so, can you roll a I would say actually a straight. Ooh, what do I want to do? Do I want to do a strength plus perception? That's a classic me asking you to roll a thing.
That is a classic you asking me to roll thing because it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Yes, exactly. Do an agility plus survival for a difficulty 2 for me.
Okay. I'm going to spend an AP because neither of those are really in my wheelhouse.
Cool.
You said agility survival?
Yes, agility survival.
Those are bad. Holy cow. Okay.
Ding dang dong. All right. Yeah. 3 successes and a crit on that one. So a piece of metal comes flying off. And it almost like comes to your essentially your free arm that you have. And almost takes it off, but just like nails itself into the side of this. From the top of this kind of swirling vortex, all of a sudden you see kind of like to your right and left, like various, like it looks like strings kind of like floating in the air. But the strings keep on descending and you think, okay, that's strange. Then more strings and it seems like ropes appear. And from the top of the power conduit, the hangman has arrived as he descends down into the power coil. What he is going to do is he is going to take a shot at let's see, he's going to take a shot at what's this, Archie? Yeah, he's going to take a shot at Archie. That's his first thing that he's going to do.
At the corpse?
Yep.
Got fucked up.
Oh, that's a 0 success. Sorry, I didn't even set that. He manages to miss his shot with his lesson that he carries around. And at this point, kind of takes the his ropes and binds them to your legs, and then like almost kind of like swooshes himself down like he's like skydiving. And there's an alternate force that's moving you slower now as you're going up. The rest of you can look out the window and see that the hangman is right there, kind of outside of the window in his kind of riot gear that he has, hanging off of Abel as they're ascending. What are you all going to do?
And the storm is going and everything?
Yes, it's raging. Yes.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
All right, well-
I'm going to try and shoot the hangman.
Are you going
I
to bust
do
out
not
the window?
Yeah,
All right.
I
All
will
right,
do it.
Hazel, Frankie, stay here. I'll see if I can help Abel. So Punchy will roll out into the storm because
Okay, great.
I might be able to survive it.
All right, cool. Yeah, you roll out into the storm. The rest of you, like Hazel and Frankie, what are you all doing?
So do I have to punch out the window or can I open a window?
Oh, you can. I mean, you can punch out. Like you have to like break it in some form or fashion. It's to protect
I
you
don't
from
like-
arc flash.
Man, this guy. You know what? Do I think breaking out the window will endanger Abel at all and what he's doing?
No, he's off of that ground floor area. He's just like ascending upwards. He's probably like 3 stories above you. It's not going to damage him.
Okay.
This is
Do
a
I-
large like portion of Earth. This is like a small like football field sized portion with a giant cylinder that's about the size of, I would say it's probably like 10 feet in diameter, like as you're going along it.
Really
That's just in
high
the
up.
center.
All right. So I never clarified with you. Do I have any ammo for my syringer?
No, you got it, and you didn't get any.
I didn't get any. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to try and I'm going to pick up one of these. I'm going to pick up one of these crescent wrenches that I used to attach the bolts to our flaming awesome badass, and I'm going to try and shoot with the junk jet, if I can, at the hangman.
Okay.
Honestly,
yeah.
more than anything, I'm just trying to distract him.
Distract him. Frankie, what are you gonna do?
I mean, if Hazel's going to go out, I guess we're going out.
Okay. So
I'm
here's
shooting through a window.
here's the game plan.
Yeah, but if you open the window, we're all exposed.
Yeah, true.
Here's kind of where we're at. If you want to go out and help, then you are in combat. So Punchy is in combat. Abel is technically in the combat turn. Frankie and Hazel, do you want to be a part of this combat, or do you want to stay in the
Hazel,
in the tower?
Somebody should stay with the computer.
Okay. All right, I'll stay with the computer. If you're going to go out there, like, like, see if you can grab a hazmat suit or something so you don't die.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll stay with the computer. I'm going to hand the junk jet to Frankie.
Okay, cool. So Hazel is out of this combat encounter. What's going to happen is this is going to be a as the hangman hangs on to Abel, this will take 6 turns. And at the 6th turn, he will ascend to the top apex. So at turn 3, technically, he could hit the other switch, but it's essentially 6 combat turns you will take with the hangman hanging onto Abel. So we're actually going to start with Punchy because he's the one that came in there first that decided to. Then Frankie came in, and then we're going to see what Abel's doing, and then we're going to go back to the hangman. So let's start with Frankie. With Punchy. What are you going to do?
Since we are beginning combat, I would like to spend a luck point for Mysterious Stranger. Just to
Sounds good.
Put that into play.
Sounds good.
I will take as my awareness perk. I'll take my aim minor action. Oh no, I'm not within close range. Never mind. I'm just gonna shoot wildly at the hangman with my cataracts. At least I'm doing something.
No.
All right, so go ahead and hangman's at medium range because he's kind of like almost like hanging on the ground floor, kind of like pulling on Abel to slow him down.
All right, let's give him. Heyo.
2 successes. Yeah, go ahead and roll that damage. Two energy damage to his torso. There you go.
What was the difficulty on that?
Let's find out what. Ooh, hang on. Let's look at the hangman again. Oh no, that's a miss. He has a defensive 2, and so that was a close range weapon, right? And you're shooting at medium range, right? Or is it a medium range weapon?
I want to say it might be close range. Let me double check.
I'll check.
Oh,
your
it's a laser
gun.
gun, not a laser rifle. Yeah, that's right. That is a close range gun.
Yeah, sorry, that's a miss on the hangman. Frankie, you are next in turn order.
Is it possible to move to long range within the confines of?
I think so. Yeah.
Sure. Then I would like to do
so.
that for my minor, and then I
Okay.
would like to shoot him and see how he feels about it.
Okay, cool.
Holy shit! All right.
Oh, yeah.
4
it only-
successes.
It only counts as 2 successes though, because 2 of those are rerolls. So before we get too excited, it's just 2 successes.
Okay.
But I
just
only
two
need
successes.
2. So
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, let's not get but so excited about it.
Okay.
Now that is pretty cool.
Can I get
though.
excited over that one?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
9 damage.
Listen to
and
be
3
excited.
piercing.
Yeah. You crit his torso, and he kind of like recoils and takes back, and with the crit, geez, the ropes that he was holding onto fall, and Abel, you begin to move faster as you go up this ride, moving into Abel's turn. Abel, you were kind of like ascending from power armor, so like you were trying to look and see it, essentially now that you're moving faster, instead of 6 turns, this has become 3 turns as long as he's not holding on to you. So on your next turn, you'll be able to hit the next switch, pretty much whenever that goes off.
Okay. Now, I'm imagining what he did was he kind of he took the ropes and they sort of looped around like the tops of my feet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Almost like a wrapping a present, right? Like you
Yes.
put the bow on top of the president, and he was like pulling down there.
Yeah.
So, what's the status of the rope? Because I imagine it was kind of like he was holding onto it like a jump rope. He had like the two ends and was like yanking against something. So is the rope like still on my feet?
Yeah, the rope is still on your feet.
Okay. I want to clear that rope from like me in the elevator.
Okay,
So
yeah.
whatever action it takes to just kind of like scoot that off, that way, like if he grabs it again, it's not going to be attached to anything to like slow it down. He's going to have to reset that.
Yeah.
To
Agility
do
plus
anything.
repair for difficulty 1.
Agility repair. Okay. To kick rope. Yeah, it's tangled in the power armor. He got it in the little like creases in the actuators and stuff. Like it's going to take a little dexterity to actually take that out. So I'm just going to hope that he doesn't grab that again.
Okay, great. Awesome. Fantastic. So it is now his turn. And he is kind of recoiling from that, and he is going to try to what would you call this? It would be
Die. He's going to try to die.
Die.
it would be a he's going to try to hang Punchy. So he's gonna throw out a rope at Punchy.
Does he not
Like a lasso?
have a neck? He doesn't have a
Is he
neck.
going to get lassoed?
Well, technically, I do
see.
kind of have a neck, but I also don't breathe. So yeah, go ahead and lasso me,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
He did lasso you,
Just kidding. It's fine.
and because of the nature of his special ropes, you are going to take. That's not bad. That's pretty good. 4 physical damage.
Wow.
But you now have a rope around your neck, and pretty much until you get rid of it, you're going to be taking 4 physical damage every turn until until you get rid of
take
it.
me out.
It's like Ghost Rider.
Yeah, he is. All right. Moving on. It's Punchy's turn again.
Cool.
Round 2.
Can I use this turn to use a robot repair kit on myself, so I'm not taken out in the next turn?
Sure. Yeah. Do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit myself with a robot repair kit and see if I can. Can I? Is using that like a simple action, and then can I disengage?
I'll just call it a minor action, and then you can
Minor
do a
action.
major if you want to. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a
I'm
use
gonna
of Kim.
Use my robot repair kit.
Cool.
And then so I'm roped.
You're not stunned. You're just like
That's done.
right.
Can I try to kind of do these ropes seem like magical ropes or like just ropes?
Oh, that's a good question. You can spend your main action to try to figure that out.
Or should I just try? Because I'm thinking I can try to use my bear claw to cut the rope that's binding me. Like bite
Okay.
the rope and hopefully bite through it.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay, cool. Do a if you want to try to bite through the rope with your bear claw.
Bear mouth.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for that weapon, but it's a difficulty 5 for that to hit and do the same. Difficulty 5.
What's our
Our
what's our
AP pool looking like?
Yeah.
We've got 6 in the pool.
But
You can
even
spend
think
3
you
to
can
get 2
afford it.
additional dice.
yeah, if everyone's okay with
Two and
that,
three.
honestly, maybe I can get lucky.
It's
Okay.
up all night to the sun. He's up all night to get lucky. I'll try out. 2 successes. You managed to get a luck point out of that. But yeah, you try to use this bear mouth to try to claw it. And the moment you get near the rope, the bear mouth itself kind of like repels you. And you're trying to put this like giant metal claw around the rope, and it's repelling you. It's almost like you can't even like lock your arm around it.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Magic rope. All right, and that'll
next
do
up,
me.
It's Frankie's turn.
I think I'm gonna have to shoot him in the chest, maybe.
I feel like you've become
ideas.
You've become the barbarian of the group. Of like, all right, so
I begin to rage.
Shoot him, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rage and hit him with the axe.
Yeah. So it does hit.
Shove that axe in the junk.
That's it. Yeah, you're right.
It does 11.
Ooh, ding dong! It hits him with another crit. I mean, he is pretty much like reeling. In fact, you've probably crit him so much that he's going to kind of like fall to the ground, so that he's prone. So like his ability to grab the ropes that he originally had is now like gone. Like he can't grab on to what's his face, Abel anymore. Names.
Guys,
They're
here's
climbing.
here's the question. Do we just want to go for the kill? Like, he's down on the ground. I can spend 2 AP and take another shot.
I don't think he's going to stop doing what he's doing. They did say if they die, they just come back later.
But coming back later solves our immediate problem, doesn't it?
Well, in 2 turns,
Is he prone as in he's stunned for next turn?
He's gonna take an action, but like he cannot. He can only just like attack. Like he will attack when it's his turn.
What would Frank need?
He can't do more to stop Abel.
I mean, I think.
Jeez.
I think Frankie would just try and finish it off. I mean, Frankie does not want to be in this fucking irradiated, about to be electrocuted zone.
Yep.
2 AP. Take another
All right.
major. The difficulty.
Now watch this for.
Okay, so the difficulty does go up 1 because you're making a second attack. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Oh. Ooh. Well, I have.
We still
4
have
chances
1
to
AP
get-
to. Yeah, we still have 1 AP to give you an additional D20
I got 5 luck, I guess.
if you need to reroll 1.
Yeah. You know, let's just see. So I would have to re-roll 1 of the successes still for that. You know what? Let's just. I never use my luck for anything. Let's just go for it. Why don't we just re-roll 1 of them?
Chance it.
See what happens.
Yeah.
What even does this roll off of? Small guns and.
Small guns and agility.
Let's just see. Let's just see what happens. Look at that. We got it.
All right.
Keep pounding.
Huh,
pounding.
okay. So okay. Cool.
This time it does 5, 3 piercing.
All right. I see that result. Abel, you're coming up on the second switch. Do an agility plus repair for difficulty 1 to see if you can hit it.
All right, I've got to spend the last action point.
All right.
Yep. Go for it.
Agility repair. I've got to spend a luck point to reroll.
Okay, cool.
Got it.
Yeah, you hit that second shoot, and then you start accelerating faster. and faster, and you realize that you're like kind of like almost like getting rocketed up, and like you're not just gonna hit that last button, you're gonna ram into that last button and go flying.
That's great because I don't think I could. I'm glad that gravity and propulsion is doing this for me because that was a challenge.
And in this moment, as you're ascending, you ascend to that final button, and you smash into it and smash off of the top of the cylinder. A lightning strike comes down and strikes directly through you and Archie, and descends out into the shields of the cooling tower, and it begins bouncing off. Abel, with your bullet that you shot at the hangman, it arcs through lightning, adding almost kind of like, excuse me.
Shoot anything.
All right, fine. It's Frankie. All right, I'm trying to do a scene here.
You've been fucking my name up all night, and I don't appreciate it.
Look, let him give Frankie his moment of glory. This is about me.
I'm giving
This
a
is
character
about
moment.
me.
We know who shot who. This isn't who shot Liberty Vance. This is who shot the hangman. Anywho.
Okay, then
Electric
get it right.
Who's the deputy?
Electric bullet, bloody mess. Hangman splurts all over the place. Just absolutely destroyed
Just-
with the electric bullet. But not only does the electricity hit the bullet for the exploding hangman, it also pretty much like knocks everyone out, including Hazel.
Oh boy.
And Abel, you were you were flying through the air with the corpse of Archie, and you hear from the intercom of the power armor. Yeah, you'll need to activate the jetpacks now. So go ahead and press that. If you see that button, go ahead and press on it, and then that'll activate the jetpacks. It's over to your right, and you kind of like see it over there, like you see the jetpack button.
Got it.
And so at that point, as you're flying through the air, jetpacks engage, and you kind of feel like a climbing over you. And he says, "All right, I need to get in there for a minute, and then we'll do this." And he takes the key that he had in his pocket and puts it into the fusion core, and you the back of it opens up while you're in midair. A hand grabs you and takes you and throws you back up on the shoulder, and Archie gets into the power armor.
Whoa!
And flies back down. And that's where I will leave you for tonight.
What just happened?
I got evacuated.
Evil Knievel bit.
Wow. Okay. Well,
It looks
Have you
like
ever,
Archie just needed a little hypoxia to fix his problems.
Have you ever seen
apparently.
did you guys ever play Metal Gear Solid 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, the arm.
Okay. Yeah.
Different personalities.
No. Oh no.
And he's got two of
Whose
them.
arms did we attach?
Oh,
Oh,
one
one of them
guy's.
was a vault overseer. Who was the other guy?
A Brotherhood of Steel guy.
oh yeah,
no.
the orange jumpsuit.
Oh no.
Just Hazel's type.
Oh no, I'm actually in trouble now.
Equally a pyromaniac, a vault overseer, and a Brotherhood of Steel guy.